Welcome to Sharing the Mddl, where recovering perfectionists, overachievers, and anyone in the middle of a struggle come together to learn to embrace the messy middles of life. I'm Lacey, your friend in the middle and guide, whose claim to fame this week is getting our house on the market. Well, this is coming out on Wednesday, and the house is going on the market on Thursday. But it's happening, and someone's going to buy this beautiful, amazing house, and I'm sad, but also excited for the next chapter in our lives. This is going to be the miniest of mini episodes because I wasn't going to do an episode. And then I thought, while Joe goes and gets the kids, I'll just talk for a minute. I feel so uninteresting right now because my whole life is centered around moving. So getting our house on the market. We'll get our keys to our new house on Monday. And then moving and painting and all of these things. So that is literally all that my being can handle. Doing this all with chronic illness is a whole nother level that has made it really easy for me. I literally looked at my mom and said, nope, this is the best it's going to get. And I think that it really has lowered my expectations in the greatest way possible. And I think from me to you, whether you have chronic illness or not, you do what you can do, and then you just move on, and that's okay. I wrote a piece this week and posted it called Dear House, where I wrote a letter to this house. It means so much to me and my family because it was our first house. I think that's something that makes it special. It's where Joe and I built our family before we had Isaac and Iris. We had Indy and Luna here, our dogs. And it was that big step because we actually moved in and bought this house a couple of years before we even got married. So that was the first real big commitment that we made. And I'm so grateful and thankful for this house. This is a house where we became husband and wife. We became pet parents. We became people parents. We survived a pandemic, managed chronic illness, sadness, joy, laughter. It's a really good house, and it has really good vibes. And I hope whoever comes in next continues that feeling. Another reason why I wanted to talk today is because, as I've said all along, this is an example, or I'm trying to be an example, or just show life as it's happening, not afterwards. So even though I think it's probably incredibly boring to listen to me talk about cleaning and painting and caulking, although I have become a caulking queen, and I have to be very careful as I say it because it can sound very different. Those are all the things that I'm thinking about. And it's actually really funny. We had the pictures taken for the house today. And then tomorrow, Wednesday, I've got a doctor's appointment. I've actually had several doctor's appointments, and we'll talk more about that maybe soon, that my health journey has picked back up again as far as doctor's appointments go. But tomorrow, taking the day out. I'm going to relax. I actually think I'm going to binge Love is Blind. So who knows? Maybe I'll come in with a mini episode where I think about my Love is Blind thoughts. But I'm going to intentionally rest tomorrow because showings will start. We're going to stay with my parents. We're going to be moving out and doing all those things. And the day before all that craziness starts, I'm going to rest. And I'm really proud of that. And I know that's not the most super exciting news in the world, but I think that's pretty cool. That I sat down and I looked at what is coming up and I said, nope, instead of trying to cram more into this week, I'm taking that day and I'm going to rest. I'm being productive with my rest. I'm resting now so that I can be who I want to be later. And even though with my chronic illness, which we still don't have an official diagnosis of, with that, I can confidently say I need it. But even if you don't have that, your rest is productive, my friend. You're allowed to rest, and that your rest now is an investment in your being later. And you now and you later both deserve that. If you are missing more of my voice, which, if you are flattered, thank you. I am doing my just unhinged TikToks and Instagram reels, so you can make sure to do them there. I am really excited. Next Friday, there's going to be a new episode of No Shame in the Home Game with our in-between sessions. If you want to be on the coming season of No Shame in the Home Game, we've got a form on that website now that you can sign up. And yeah, that's what's happening here. I hope wherever you are and whenever you are, whether it's right when this releases or who knows from now, I hope you can take a minute and appreciate a moment of rest, because that's where I'm coming from. Once all of this dies down, I am so excited to really pick back up with the middle and No Shame in the Home Game. I really want to run with this idea of joyful support, so you'll hear more about that. With all that being said, that's the episode. That's it. I don't really have anything else to say. And there will be a new episode of Sharing the Mddl next week, and No Shame in the Home Game. I've got some work to do, apparently. Okay, so maybe I'll do that tomorrow. No, I'm resting tomorrow. I'm going to figure it out, but I'm also going to deliver because that's who I am. Anyway, I hope you have a great day, and thank you so much for joining me in the... Thanks for sharing the middle with me. As always, I hope you've been able to see a little bit of yourself in the story we shared today. Don't forget to follow, share, rate, review, and follow me on social media at Lacey Shares. You can always check out the Joyful Support Movement at joyfulsupportmovement.com and see all of the amazing goodness we have there, like No Shame in the Home Game, Pops of Joy, courses, resources, and of course, the Joyful Support Village. All right, now go out there and spread some joy.